A Sears store in Escondido and a fashion retailer H&M in Oceanside were found to be the worst offenders when it came to overcharging customers at the register. My guest, data specialist Lauryn Schroeder with the San Diego Union-Tribune's watchdog, analyzed the county data and compiled a report on the 10 local stores that overcharged the most. And Lauryn, what is overcharging and how does it happen?
Overcharging can be anything that's not the price that you thought you were going to be paying for. And it can happen in a variety of different situations. A lot of the items that you purchase, they can be overcharged at the sale item. Say someone goes into the store's system and changes the sale item or changes the price of that item for a certain week that it's on sale. Say they made the sale for 6 days instead of a week, or say that they changed the price of a wrong item. It can be any one of those situations.
Now, how did you analyze this data, and what was your specific focus in the data? Because there's a lot of it.
There was a lot of data. So I collected all of the inspections, the number of inspected items, the number of inspections, and the number of overcharged items, and as well as undercharged items from 2012 to 2014. I got this percentage of overcharged items by taking the number that was overcharged and dividing that by the total number of items inspected.
And how much were customers being overcharged?
So it varies. It can be anything from 1 cent upward to tens to $20. But on average, I found that items were being overcharged by about $8 each year.
Really? Mm-hmm. Altogether or
Altogether.
Per item? I see. The Target in Mission Valley made your top 10 worst offenders list. What are some of the other stores on the list?
Some of the other stores were Sears, and that includes Sears outlet stores, Kathy Jean Shoes, H&M, were just some of the stores that I found.
Are there certain products that tend to have price discrepancies?
I don't think that it's certain products, but definitely sale items. A lot of times they're not marked when you get to the register whether or not they're on sale, and sometimes that's up to the cashier to know what's on sale in the store that day, that week, that month.
Well, I know there's a state regulation that stores are monitored to make sure that their price points are accurate. What happens to a store if they are caught overcharging?
They can be fined anywhere between $100 and $1,000, depending
Per incident.
Per incident, depending on how many or how much the error was that they were overcharging on an item.
Now, how are the stores that are in your report, the top local worst offenders, I should say, how are they responding to this report and this data?
They haven't responded, actually. I've heard back from several stores saying that they work to prevent this from happening. They have certain protocols. But for the most part, I haven't heard back from a lot of the stores that I've reached out to.
What should consumers actually do if they say, listen, I noticed on my receipt I was overcharged?
That's the hard part, because I've spoken with retail analysts and the supervisor for the county inspectors, and there really isn't an easy way. It's when you're buying 100 items, it's very hard to memorize the price of all 100 items when you get up to the register. The main thing that they suggested was if you have the slightest idea that you might be getting overcharged on a certain item when you see it rung up or when you get your receipt, is to say something in the store. Have the cashier check the price, have the manager check the price, so that, the last thing you want is to get home and find out that you were overcharged and there's not a lot you can do.
Once you do, you can call the county office. There is a complaint number or email you can send in. Yeah,
so they can, consumers can file a complaint with the county. Typically, the county says to file a complaint if you are unable to resolve the issue with the store.
And why is price accuracy important?
It's important. Well, I think it's important because we don't always check our receipts. I, for one, didn't before doing this project. And that kind of price error can add up over time.
And what kind of feedback are you getting from your report?
I've been getting a lot of feedback from readers of the story. Some stores have reached out after the story was published, and a lot of people saying, oh, I was overcharged by this store, you should look into them, or you should check out this one store in the city because I've had issues with them several times.
Definitely hit a nerve. It sounds like San Diego Union-Tribune's Lauryn Schroeder. Thank you so much.
Thank you.